Today we're going to look into Pure Maths 1, October, November 2024, variant 3. Okay, let's go into question number 1. Question number 1, an arithmetic progression has a fourth term 15 and the eighth term 25. Find the third term. So the information that's given to us is actually T4 equal to 15 and T25, sorry, T8 equal to 25. Okay, so find the 30th term. So the question is to ask you to find T30. Okay, so here they are missing information because if you want to use the formula for T30, so it's going to be T30 is equivalent to A plus N minus 1D. So means I need to find A and D first. Okay, so by using T4 and T8, I can form a simultaneous equation. So my T4 using the formula A plus 4 minus 1D. Similarly, for T8 will be A plus 8 minus 1D. So it is given T4 equal to 15. So A plus 3D equal to 15 and A plus 7D equal to 25. Okay, so we have two unknown A and D and we have two equation. Okay, so we solve these two equation by using simultaneous equation. So your A is equivalent to 7.5 and your D is equivalent to 2.5. Now we substitute this inside the formula will be T30 is equivalent to A 7.5 plus 30 minus 1 is 29, D is 2.5. So you press this in your calculator, you'll get 80. Okay. Question number 2. Find the exact solution of the equation. Okay. So first we try to rewrite this equation. So cos 1 over 6 pi, so you'll get sert 3 over 2. So you can press your calculator. Make sure your calculator is in radian mode because 1 over 6 pi is a radian. Okay, so cos 1 over 6 pi will be sert 3 over 2 plus tangent 2x plus sert 3 over 2 equivalent to 0. Okay, so tangent 2x equal to plus sert 3 over 2 plus sert 3 over 2 equal to 0. Okay, so you'll get tangent 2x equal to negative sert 3. Okay, so usually if I want to solve this, I will find my reference angle. So reference angle is always acute angle. So my reference angle or acute angle will be shift tangent or arctangent sert 3. So I'll get pi over 3. You can press your calculator. Okay. And then the domain that they given for me over here is actually negative 1 over 4 pi x to 1 over 4 pi. So here, if you notice, you have 2x. So I multiply the whole function with 2. So it's going to be negative 1 over 2 pi 2x 1 over 2 pi, which means 2x. Whatever answer that I'm going to write here, okay, whatever answer that I'm going to write here is going to be between this region. So which means from here to negative 1 over 2 and from here to positive 1 over 2. Okay, and here tangent 2x equal to negative. So tangent negative will be only this region. Okay, therefore it's going to be only this is the only answer, which is going to be negative pi over 3. Therefore, your x equal to negative pi over 6. This is the only answer for this. Question number 3. For question number 3, so here I plug equation from formula sheet, binomial expansion. You can refer to this in your formula sheet. Okay, so find the coefficient of x cubed and x4 in the expansion of this, where a is a constant. Give your answer in terms of a. So they want x power of 3. So if you notice here, so a, b. So if I want to have x power of 3, so here, this is what I'm going to use. NC3. NC3, and this is what I'm going to use. So for coefficient of x power of 3, okay, so for coefficient of x cube is going to be n equal to 5. So 5c3, a is 3, 5 minus 3 is 2, and b is negative a. I ignore the x because I don't want the x power of 3. So I just want the coefficient. So the coefficient of x is negative a. So I just use the negative a here. Negative a cube. Okay. So you press this in calculator, you'll get negative 90a cube. And similarly, for coefficient of x4, it will be similar idea, 5c4, 3, 5 minus 4 is 1, negative a power of 4. Okay, so we'll be get 15a power of 4. Okay, and for b, given that the coefficient of x power of 4 in the expansion of ax plus 7 multiplied with this is 240. So we need to know what are the coefficient we need to multiply in order to get x power of 4. Okay, if you notice here I got ax, so ax multiplied with x cube, you will get x power of 4. Similarly, I got 7, a constant multiplied with x power of 4, I'll get x power of 4. So the coefficient of x power of 4 is going to be negative 90 a cube multiplied with a. Okay, I just use the coefficient, I don't use the variable. So x multiplied with x cube is x power of 4. Okay, plus 7 multiplied with 15a power of 4, and is equivalent to 240. Okay, so a I multiply with the coefficient of x cube, x power of 3, so I got negative 90, and for 7 I multiply with the coefficient of x power of 4. Okay, so simplify this, you will get negative 90 a power of 4 plus 105 a power of 4 equal to 240. So 15a power of 4 equal to 240. Therefore, a power of 4 equal to 16. Okay, and your a, since it is a power of 4, it should be plus minus 2. And here the question said positive value. Therefore, my a equivalent to only positive 2. Okay. Question number 4. So this one you can straight away say is a quadratic equation. Okay. So if you notice this one, I can make it sine square power of 2, sine square, and so on. So I can directly factorize this. So it's going to be 2 sine square theta minus 1 and 2 sine square theta plus 7 equivalent to 0. Therefore, from here you can say it sine square theta equal to 1 over 2 and sine square theta equal to negative 7 over 2. So sine square, so it is square, so you bring here becomes square root. So negative square root is not possible. Therefore, this one we reject. You need to continue. Whereas for this, it's going to be sine theta will be plus minus 1 over 2. Always remember when you bring the square to another side, square root, it will become plus minus. Okay, so I find the reference angle first or acute angle. So my reference angle will be shift sine or arc sine 1 over 2. And this is in degree, so make sure your calculator is in degree mode. Therefore, my reference angle will be 45 degree. Okay, 45 degree. And since here sine positive and negative both is given, so it's going to be all four quadrant 1, 2 for positive and 3, 4 for the negative. Okay, therefore my theta first quadrant is 45, second quadrant 180 minus 45 will be 135. Third quadrant will be 180 plus 45, 225 degree. And for my last quadrant will be 360 minus 45 will be 315 degree. Okay, you just remember this. This one will be your reference angle directly. Okay, it will be your reference angle directly. And here will be 180 minus your reference angle, and then here will be 180 plus your reference angle, and here will be 360 minus the reference angle. Okay, question number 5. In the diagram, the graph of y equal to fx is shown with a solid line. So this is the solid line. So this is your original graph, which is a solid line. So this is your solid line. Okay, the original graph. Okay, and the graph with the equation of y equal to gx as a broken line. Okay, so this is a broken line, gx. Describe fully the sequence of three transformations which the graph of y equal to fx. So this graph is to the this. So this is my original, okay, and this will be my transformed graph. This is my transformed graph. Okay, so when you look into the graph, you must know that it actually go through the reflection. You can see this part of the graph is here. So means it go through the reflection and it is reflected on your y-axis. Okay, so the first one will be the graph is reflected on y-axis. Okay, so maybe we draw the basic graph if it's reflected. So it's going to be something like this. Okay, something like this. And then one line, then two. Okay, it's supposed to be like this, but if you notice, the graph has to translate from here to here. Means it moved one unit to the left. Okay, so next transformation will be a translation. Okay, so translated with negative 1 0, it moved one unit to the left. Okay, so now the graph will something like this. It's here, something like this. Okay, something like this. And then if you notice the distance from this point to this point, so this distance is actually 2 unit, whereas for this it become 4 units. Okay, similarly here is 1 unit and this one become 2 unit, means it has multiplied by 2 on your y direction. So it's going to be a stretch. Okay, stretched stretched parallel to y-axis or away from x-axis, okay, and the factor with factor of 2, because you see initially here is 2 unit and become 4 unit, and 1 unit become 2 unit, and okay, you can multiply, so 1 times 2 is that here 2 unit. Okay, so these are the transformation involved for this. And for B, the graph, find an expression of a gx in the form of a fx. Okay, so first is reflected on y-axis. So let's say my graph is reflected on fx, y-axis. So it's going to be f negative x. Okay, f negative x. After that, it go through the translation. So when we translate f negative x, negative x, and we move left side, so will be plus 1. Okay, and then it stretch with 2, so it's going to be 2f negative x, so I just multiply in minus 1. Okay, and for this always remember, you for this part, right, so please make sure you don't go with this negative x minus 1 or plus 1, something like this. It's wrong. It must be negative bracket, the whole thing, this whole thing is moved, so it must be inside the bracket. If you do something like this, then it's your answer is wrong already. Okay, it indicates that when you factorize negative x minus 1 means it moved right hand side. Okay, it moved right hand side, so this is wrong. Please take note. Okay, now for question number 6. The first term of a convergent geometric series. So here the question say is a convergent geometric series, which means the r value must be less than 1. Okay, so the convergent here denote that your modulus r is must be smaller than 1. It must know this. Okay, so it's 10. So your first term, your a is equal to 10. The sum of first 4 terms of a progression is p. So it's given as 4 equal to p, and sum of first 8 terms as 8 is equivalent to q. It's given like this, and it's given p over q equal to 17 over 16. Find the two possible values to sum of infinity. Okay, so here I got to take the formula from the formula booklet, so you can refer to your formula booklet of this formula. Therefore, it's given S4 is equal to A 1 minus R power of 4 divided with 1 minus R, whereas for S8 will be 10 1 minus R8 over 1 minus R. Okay, and S4 equal to P, which means 10 1 minus R power of 4 over 1 minus R equivalent to P. So this will be your equation 1, and your 10 1 minus R power of 8 over 1 minus R is equivalent to Q. So this is what we get it. So this is your equation 2. And the question mentioned here, Q over P equal to 17 over 16. So we try to divide 2 divided by 1. Okay, equation 2 divided by equation 1. So will be 10 1 minus R power of 4. I'm sorry, it should be 2 minus 1. 10 1 minus R power of 8 over 1 minus R divided with tan 1 minus r power of 4 over 1 minus r, which is equivalent to q over p. So here you can cancel this 1 minus r, 1 minus r, tan, tan. So it's going to be 1 minus r power of 8 over 1 minus r power of 4. So q over p is given 17 over 16. So 17 over 16. And if you notice this, actually r power of 8 equal to r power of 4 power of 2. So I can make it 1 minus r power of 4 power of 2 is equivalent to 1 minus r power of 4, 1 plus r power of 4. Okay, so this one is split. So it's going to be 1 minus r power of 4, 1 plus r power of 4 divided with 1 minus r power of 4 equal to 17 over 16. So this and this can cancel. Therefore, 1 plus r power of 4 equal to 17 over 16. So r power of 4 equal to 1 over 16. Similarly, when you bring your r power of 4, so power of 4 you bring here become uh, 1 over 16. So r will be, since the even number, it will be plus minus 1 over 2. Okay, and the question asks here, find two possible of sum to infinity. So yeah, when r equal to 1 over 2, your sum to infinity will be 10 over 1 minus 1 over 2 will be 20. Okay, and when your r equal to negative 1 over 2, so sum to infinity will be 10 over 1 minus negative 1 over 2 will be 20 over 3. So these are the two sum to infinity values. Okay, so now we go to question number 7. So for question number 7, the diagram shows a metal plate A, B, C, D, E, F consisting of 5 parts. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are also 5 parts. The part B, C, D, D, E, F are the semicircles. And the part B, A, F, O are the sector of the circle with the center O with the radius 20. So the radius is 20. So it's given that. Okay, so this is the radius. And the D lies on the circle and the OB is a triangle below, okay, radian. Given that theta equal to 1.2, find the area of metal plate. So in order to find the area of metal plate, so how we can do, so if this is 1 over 1.2, so this will be 2 pi minus 2.4 because this is 1.2, 1.2. Okay, and then we find the area. So for area of triangle is fine, and if you want to find the area of semicircle, I need to know what is the distance here. Okay, so this one you can find out using your cosine rule if you want. Okay, so or even you can use the trigonometry also. Okay, so I just find the BD first. So BD, so you can use your cosine rules, BD square. So BD square is equivalent to 20 square plus 20 square minus 2 20 20 cos 1.2. Okay, therefore your BD will be your BD will be 22.5857. Okay, so that will be your BD. Or even you can use your trigonometry if you want. So you just divide this into 2. Okay, so this will be r, the radius of the semicircle. Okay, this is the radius of semicircle. So in order to find this, you can use your Pythagoras theorem. So sine 0.6 is equivalent to r over 20. Therefore, r equal to 20 sine 0.6. So you can use either this, or later you can use just this divided by 2. It's up to you. Okay, you can use either one. Okay, so in order to find the area, so to find the area of semicircle, okay, so there are two semicircles, so I can use directly pi r square because they are semicircle is a two semicircles, so it's going to be one complete circle. So pi r square plus there are two triangles here, so 2 times area of triangle will be 1 over 2 r square sine theta, okay, plus, and the area of this sector, the larger sector, will be r. Theta is 2 pi minus 2 theta. Okay, so pi, my r square will be, I just directly use this answer, 20 sine 0.6. Okay, 20 sine 0.6 square plus 2 times 1 over 2, and the radius of the triangle will be 20 square sine 1.2 plus 22 pi minus 2.4. Okay, so since the question clearly mentioned they want the answer in three significant figure, so the area is equivalent to 1550. Make sure you give this the only answer they can answer because they said three significant figure. Okay, so in this case you can either use 20 sine 0.6 or you can 22.5857 divided by 2 also can. Okay, it's up to you. Okay, so either you find the BD or you can directly use the R here. Okay, now for B, given instead the area of each semicircle is 50 pi, find the exact perimeter of the plane. So they said each perimeter of the semicircle, so the area, so 1 over 2 pi r square equal to 50, therefore 50 pi. R square equal to 100 and your R will be 10. Okay, so means now for the question B, this is 10. If this is 10, here also 10. So means the whole length here is 20. So 20, 20, 20 means it is a equilateral triangle. Therefore, my theta will be 1 over 3 pi. Okay, you must know this. It's an equilateral triangle. So my theta here is 1 over 3 pi. Okay. So from here you can say it, your theta is equal to 1 over 3 pi. Now find the exact perimeter. So for me to find the perimeter, maybe I just copy this and write here. I just for my reference, I just copy here. So in order to find my perimeter, it's going to be 2 times of BCD, okay, which is this one and this one, plus BAF. Okay, so plus this. Okay, so 2 times of will be pi r plus r theta. Okay, so will be 2 bracket 10 pi plus my r is 20, theta will be 2 pi minus 2 over 3 pi. Okay, so will be 10 pi plus 80 over 3 pi. So your final answer will be 140 over 3 pi. So this is the total perimeter. Okay, so that's all from me. Thank you.